Oh, okay. So I always go back to check the previous tier list to make sure like I'm using the right terminology. I changed near perfect to amazing because it felt a bit better. Because as I've gone on, I've realized near perfect and like goated is kind of the same. So I think amazing kind of fits a little bit better. But, you know, this works. It's crazy to think it's been about 2 years and we've made it to 100. Which feels strange, but, here we are. Like normal, sports has its own category because I don't have a good way of judging them. They're not really my kind of games. It just works better this way. So we're going to sort by, with sports games being its own thing entirely because it just makes more sense. Right? Right. Okay. So, whoops. I need to... It's crazy it's been 2 years. It is crazy it's been 2 years. I didn't even, register that. Because I was wondering, because October was technically the 2-year anniversary. But it's crazy overall that it has been 2 years. And that it's been, you look at all the games that have been played, and it's such a massive variety, and it really goes to show, consoles back in the day there was just such variety, and this is, a fifth of the, well, less than a fifth, but, it's strange. Oh, where do I want to start with this? I guess we'll just get rid of some of the sports games, because, the FIFA will be at the end half. I think out of a lot of the sports games, I think I like Madden the most. Out of all the sports games, I think football is the funniest, just for the fact that, one, I have subscribers that for some reason really like football. So, they constantly mention it. Or two, it makes the most sense to me out of all the sports. I'm not, not a big sports guy, but at least I kind of understand football. It clicks in my head. Soccer is beyond me. I don't get soccer. So, bit too far for me. But I still, Have we played any baseball yet? We have to have, right? Have we done any baseball? I don't think so. We haven't done any baseball, which is actually kind of crazy. And I think... Have we done... I think we did like a basketball, or at least two basketballs, I think. Yeah, we did. Basketball... basketball can go in the middle. I think baseball I'd put behind football, because I actually used to play baseball and I like it, but I still think football's a little bit better. Anyways, Buffy, for anyone was there for that, that was a really fun game. Really open, I don't want to say open world action adventure. It was linear, it was level to level based, but it almost faintly felt Lego-ish, like in the way like Lego missions were laid out, where there were secrets and light combat, light puzzle elements. It felt very Lego games, which isn't a bad thing. I think the bosses were pretty bad, which so I kind of feel like I have to deduct for that. I remember absolutely crashing out on the final boss. I had a miserable time with the final boss, which, I'm not good at video games, so that kind of happens, but you know how it is. Yeah, we'll do great. Great is fine. Let's do Gauntlet. We were all a big fan of Gauntlet Dark Legacy. We love Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Big fan of that. Big gauntlets. I mean, for how annoyingly long the game was, I don't feel like that makes it a negative trait. Like, just because the game's long doesn't mean it's annoying. I know, Rep, you have your take on Gauntlet. Remember, the music was pretty good. You know, the final level music is a banger. I mean, it's good. It's good. I can't say it's meh or bad. It's fine. It's good. It's good. Hold on. My one buddy wanted to know when I was starting this. I think Gauntlet Dark Legacy was good. Some of the levels were awful, but I do appreciate that most of the game I didn't have to use a guide for, and it mostly kind of, you know, told me where things were. We only had to use the guide for one of the, God, what were they called? There was the stones to get into the final level, whatever the stones were called. We only had to use a guide once for that. And other than that, I mean, it was fine. The game was fine. Monster Inc. Scream Arena. So, for anybody that wasn't there for the stream, might realize that it's not on YouTube. Scream Arena got completely copyrighted by Disney. I was not allowed to upload any of it because I did not cut out the AMVs of the direct clips from Monsters Inc. the movie. So because of that, I wasn't able to air any of it. So I'm probably gonna have to re-record it and, you know, just try to skip over the cutscenes because I wasn't allowed to post it. Like, the whole thing had to be taken down. The game itself, super boring until like the bonus levels where it was ridiculously hard. It's going in meh because game kind of sucked. Like, it was not interesting in the slightest. So it's not having it. Custom Robo was it a part of the first 25? It's part of the first 50 or 25. I think it might have been part of the first 50, maybe. No, I think it was part of the first 25. Rank game 93. Shut up. Nobody asked you about game 93. I mean, Custom Robo was phenomenal. We're going to put that up in Goated. I think Custom Robo was one of the better games we've played on the channel. It was so good. Man, I'm so yawny today. Speaking of great games, Mary Kate and Ashley Sweet 16, we're putting that right up in great. Great party game. Big fan of that. Absolutely loved it. More of that. Was wonderful. Big fan of Mary Kate and Ashley. It was a really simple party game. It was just Mario Party, but you had to collect cell phones and boys and like your driver's license and stuff for her Sweet 16. It was great. I really liked it. Will I ever play it again? That's debatable, but it was fun. Shrek Smash and Crash, we're putting that in meh. The controls were really bad. It was, I think, way too fast. And I felt like I never really knew where I was in the game. Like, it did not feel good. Was not a fan of it. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, I liked as a game, but I think for streaming purposes, it was not good. It was a very boring to watch game. Like, it was fun to play, and I thought it was interesting, but watching the game was really bad from what most people have told me, that it just didn't, it wasn't exciting. It was very boring on the outside looking in, but I still think it belongs in good because I think it was fun. Defender was good. The story was fine. I think the controls were good. The final level was annoying, like most games. It was kind of annoying. Trying to remember if I had any like real complaints about Defender. Did I really have any complaints about Defender? I don't think I did. I mean, I think I think it was just a good game. I think it was fine. Dakar 2 will put in meh. It was, I don't know. They tried to do a very realistic racing game, and the technology of the time, it felt real bad, and it just wasn't fun. I didn't like it. I feel bad for racing games because I'm not a big racing guy, so I kind of inherently rate them lower, but they're not like, I mean, you can consider them sports technically, but they're not, I don't know. It's like, for example, international winter sports, we're going to put in the sports tier, even though it's like not one of the main core sports, but it's still, you know, I still think it was fun. Actually, I'm lying too. I didn't really enjoy myself. I thought it was kind of bad. However, a good snowboarding game, Dark Summit, that when I first started playing, I was like, this game's horrendous. It's bad. I hate it. By the end of it, this was a great game. It absolutely goes in great. I think Dark Summit is phenomenal. It is one of the games I really do recommend. Another game I really recommend, Zoo Cube. Zoo Cube goes in amazing. Zoo Cube is so good. Like, it looks so dumb, but Zoo Cube is such a fun, satisfying puzzle game. Like, I know to anyone, it looks like this game looks so dumb. Like, if you look at the back of the box, it looks awful. And I get it. It does. It does. But you have to try it. Like, if you like puzzle games, it's so good. It is such a fun puzzle game. I'm a huge fan of the puzzle game. What do we want to do next? This was one of the more recent was this ATV game. It controlled horribly. I think a lot of the tricks just in the air didn't work. The AI was wacky. Action, memory, counting, and puzzle. Long ago, 4 genres lived in harmony. True. Puzzle games. They don't really make that many, like, I guess they make some like puzzle games, but they're always mixed in with other genres now. Like, there's not many just like core puzzle games, I feel like, anymore. Like, a lot of them are very mixed in with other games. I don't feel like you see just puzzle games very much anymore. So it's one of those things where it's like, you know, they're hard to rate because people do try to make them, but they're always like puzzle adventure games nowadays, right? Where you're a person walking around. Like, you don't really see games where you're just like a hand, right? Just doing stuff. I feel like that doesn't happen as much anymore. And if it does, they're not very good. So. Medal of Honor Finest Hour, I want to rate higher. And I don't know if it's the GameCube or if it was the game itself, but the game ran so bad. Like, it was a constant, like, 15 frames almost. Like, the game just didn't run. And I don't know if that was a GameCube issue, probably, or if the game just wasn't optimized. I don't know. But it did not run. It just didn't. So no matter how like good the story was, or the atmosphere, or the guns, if I can't play the game, what am I supposed to do? You know? So it's one of those where it's like there's not much option. Call of Duty Finest Hour, I remember playing this. I think you ever put too much milk into a pot, make cheese. Thank you, Rep. Thank you for the kitchen tips. The Call of Duty, I think Call of Duty 1. Where did I put this originally? It doesn't have health kits, so it's, and there's like no checkpoints, so it feels really bad. This needs to go. Scream Arena needs to go down into bad, I think. I think Dakar can stay. Dakar can stay. I'd watch your cooking show, Rip. McGrath's Supercross World, same thing. I mean, this one was slightly better. We'll put that there. At least controlled better. Actually, wait. No, I'm getting these confused. The ATV one was better. The McGrath was the bad one. Big Game Hunter, this game was miserable. I think for people that like hunting games, it was probably good, but for me, it was just ungodly boring. It goes... Fuck. Yeah, we'll put it there. Oh, yeah, I've got to rank Bad Boys again. Bad Boys goes up in amazing. That game was phenomenal. If you want a good licensed tie-in game from the early 2000s, phenomenal game. So good. Yeah, the Big Game Hunter was... It was a game. It happened. It existed. I don't know how else to... I don't really know where else to put it. Yeah, true. Sonic Adventure 2. People are gonna hate me. It's gonna go at the top of good. The controls for that game are such abysmal dog water that I cannot rank it any higher. I like Sonic Adventure 1 can go in great though. I like Sonic Adventure 1 more than 2. The Rouge and the Knuckles levels were so bad. Yes, I'm putting SA1. I like SA1 more than SA2. And I know that's going to cause some problems. But I think it's better. I enjoy SA1 more. I think SA1 is better. I like the leveling, like the level, like the more open world of SA1. I feel like it's a bit more cohesive. I feel like SA2 is all over the place, and it just
Thank you
feels
for being
bad.
such a dear friend.
V0Toff just subscribed for 19 months. With Poggies.
19 months. Thanks, buddy. I love you. Thanks for coming by for this this tier list mess. SA1 is, listen, it's my tier list. I'm sorry you like SA2 more. I think Chaos is cool. I like Chaos. I think he's cool. And I think SA1 plays better, and it doesn't try to be too big. While we're on Sonic Riders, yeah, you can go in the middle of meh. No, it can. it can go in good. It can go in good. Good is fine for that. Shadow the Hedgehog. God. This game is... How do you rate Shadow? Because it's so funny. Yeah, I guess writers can go in meh. Did you 100% Shadow? No, I didn't 100% Shadow, and no, you're not. I am not doing it if you redeem. If you redeem 100% Shadow, I'm not doing it. Like, I am not. I refuse. My sanity will not allow me to 100% Shadows. My King Sonic Riders can go there. That's the problem. Shadow the Hedgehog, you're correct, is iconic. But that does iconic make it good? Like, I don't feel like iconic, just because it's iconic doesn't mean it's good. Because it's not good. It can go in the top of meh. Like, it's not a good game. Like, I think everyone can agree the game's funny. It's funny that he shoots things and he, it's goofy. It's dumb. But like, we cannot... It's not good. Like, let's not... It controls poorly, you fall through the map, the game's buggy. The how, like, levels work is just weird. It's not good. Still grab World Tour. World Tour still gets to stay in bad. And so does... Where's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, also abysmal. And it's like one other really bad one we played. Trying to think. I feel like there was another one that was just like, this is abysmal. Maybe not. We'll probably find it eventually, but there are other bad games. As bad as Charlie and World Tour, I don't know if that's possible, but they're up. There are some bad ones. For sure. Taz was really good. My buddy that he doesn't watch much anymore, but he's still a close friend of mine. He redeemed Taz. This game was actually really fun. It was one of the games I've just like never heard of, and it just completely flew under my radar, and I really liked it. I thought it was really good. I think it's not above SA2. I think SA2 maybe is a little better, but not by much. Taz was a fun open world. I gotta stop saying open world. My brain is rotted from modern gaming. It was a level-based action-adventure platformer. You want SA2 at the bottom? Fine. You know what? Fine. SA2 can go at the bottom of great, and that's I'm doing that for you, because I don't know if I fully agree with it, and it might get moved back down, but for now I can go at the bottom of great. Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1. We're gonna actually put between the two Sonics, because Big Red 1 had you could heal yourself. You could heal yourself, and it had better checkpoints, which were the two main complaints of Call of Duty 1, and they fixed it. So, There's also a fun fact. Call of Duty 2, there's like 3 different versions of Call of Duty 2. The big difference is the console and like PC version, which are completely different. They're both called Call of Duty 2, different games entirely, which is really funny. Smuggler's Run, Rockstar game I didn't realize Rockstar made, was really fun. I really liked it. And I'm not a big racer, like driving game guy. I still thought it was pretty good though. It can go... No. I can't put this in great. I mean, put it at the top of good. I think top of good is fine for that game. Pinball was meh. Put pinball there. It was a pinball simulator. I don't know what you want. Like, it was, you played pinball. You played pinball. That's how it is. We haven't done many let's get another go-to game up there. Battle for Bikini Bottom. Phenomenal game. I feel like anyone that's watched me has either heard of Battle for Bikini Bottom or played it. Game's phenomenal. Absolute cinema of a game. So good. So good. Absolutely amazing. Resident Evil. Resident Evil goes top of amazing. I think Resident Evil really became, you know what? No, I gotta put Resident Evil up in good. I mean, Resident Evil's so good. I don't know. I was gonna say I don't really like Resident Evil 1 that much, but it's really good. Like, come on. Resident Evil 1 is, I mean, it started a genre. It's phenomenal. Magical Mirror featuring Mickey Mouse. Fun fact, was one of the most watched videos on my YouTube channel for a long time. Could not tell you why. This game was actually kind of good. It's like a really good kids game that I thought was going to be bad, but I actually kind of enjoyed it. Where do we put this? It's like a puzzle adventure game for people that didn't know. Yeah, we'll put it there. That's fine. It's a puzzle adventure game. I really liked it. It was it was a kid game for really small children. It was fine. I think it did its job very well for kids. It was very polished, which you saw a lot back in the day, but nowadays, I mean, polish is for some reason gone wayside when it comes to games being polished, and I couldn't tell you why. Where is, I was gonna say, where's Pikmin 1 so we can anger rep? Yeah, here's Pikmin 1. Top of meh. I do not like Pikmin 1. I think the timer ruins the entire game, and it's gonna stay in meh, and it's gonna make people angry. Pikmin 2, on the other hand, great game. Pikmin 2, really good. Getting to explore, do whatever you want, unlimited time. You get the gold rocket ship. You get to be the boss. There was the bonus missions. Great game. Great game. Love Pikmin 2. Will I ever play it again? No. No, I will not. But it was good. 13 was really good. It was like a murder mystery game that was a first-person shooter that was cell shaded, which cell shading at the time was like, you just didn't see that. We gotta put it. 13 was so good. We're putting it in amazing. I loved 13. Twilight Princess, top of goated. I put Pikmin 1 in meh to anger you, and then Pikmin 2's in great. That's what I did while you were gone. Just so you can be angry. I don't know. I don't... Pikmin 2 was good, but it's just like, I mean, I'd rather play any of the games up here. Pikmin 2... I never want to replay Pikmin 2. Like, all the goated games, I'd happily replay. I never want to play Pikmin 2 again. It was great. I enjoyed playing it. Do not want to play it again. Like, I am good on playing it again. I hated Pikmin 1. The timer ruined it entirely for me. Geist, for people that remember, is like a weird, like, you're a ghost that can go into random items and humans and control them. And you're like, it's almost like Half-Life, but not. It was really good at the beginning of the game because you could kind of beat every mission in different ways. But once you got to the end game, every mission had one solution and you just had to do whatever the one solution was. So like they absolutely ran out of time by the end of the game, which is a real shame because it was really, the first half of the game was phenomenal. And because the second half of the game was like, because the first half of the game was great and the second half of the game was meh, I think we just got to put in the top of good. Like I don't, it was, yeah, it was fine. We're going to move Dark Legacy there. I want to move that up a little bit. Lego Star Wars. We're going to put that there. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, robots. God, was robots? It was really short, if I remember correctly. It's a 3D action platformer, which is very standard for the time for licensed tie-in games. Probably used the same engine the SpongeBob games used. I don't really remember robots that well. I feel like it was very forgettable. I don't think we played it for very long. I think it was just kind of a we played it and we were done kind of game. Do I remember? There was like the rollerball to get around and you had to go to different... Oh my god, yeah. You had to... There were like gold bolts you could collect that were, they said they were like secretive to use for special upgrades, but they were all actually just used for story progression purposes. That was so shitty. That was such a bad system. And because of that, we're absolutely putting it in... Yeah. Yeah, we'll put it there. It controlled well still. Like, the story made sense, it controlled well, and I think it was really, really funny. The character that Robin Williams voices in the movie, the red robot that I remember the name of, the entire game, the red robot's head was missing the whole game, so it never got a chance to talk, and that was like how they got around not hiring Robin Williams for the video game. And I think that was very cute. Like I thought that was a very cute solution. So I kind of want to leave it, give it some credit. If you want another bad game, though, Future Tactics, yeah. Future Tactics was maybe the worst attempt I've ever seen at a strategy game, where their whole selling point was a strategy game without the stats. So you couldn't see the stats of your characters for anything. You didn't know when they were going to level. You didn't know their attack, their movement, their range, their damage. Like it made no sense. Like there was just no reason for it. It made no sense. It was astronomically bad. Like I just don't know what they were thinking. The only reason it's at the top of bad, because I would be willing to play it again. Compared to the other bad games, I would not play again. Like at least Future Tactics, like after you get past the third level and you get the ability to respawn, like mission to mission, fine. Whatever. Still sucks, but it's playable. These other ones, I would never play these again. The X-Men game was good, was it? I think it was good. I remember it controlling really well. I think I got stuck on one of the levels, but that was just me being stupid, I think. I think the boss fights were good. I think we can put X-Men in good. I don't really remember any complaints I had about it. We'll just put it in the middle of good. I think that's fine. Dead to Rights was fun. It was like Max Payne, but weird. I had more fun with Sonic Adventure or Dead to Rights. Probably Sonic. Put it there. It's fine. Rep, I'm gonna kill you one of these days. Make it look like an accident. I'm purposely waiting on this creature that I'm holding. Luigi's Mansion, which actually, speaking of, Rep, one of our lovely chatters here, is going to be, he redeemed points to have me go back 100% this game, which I am actually looking forward to. Luigi's Mansion is a phenomenal game. Really, really good. It one of Nintendo's best IPs. Like, just, it's really, really good. Come on, my takes aren't that bad. I mean, they're pretty bad, but, you know. 007, God, still... This game, man, I don't... Has nostalgia blurred my vision on, like, what I thought? I don't remember where I put this in previous tier lists. Like, the problem is it runs well, it looks good, the characters are good looking, the sound design is well, the missions are cool, but it's like, it has tank controls. Why does a first-person shooter have tank controls? I can't put it in good. I can't. I cannot put it in good. It's got to go in meh. Like, I can't. Like, it just... You have to be able to play a video game for it to be good. And just, you know, the same thing with Medal of Honor. Like, everything was good about it, but the frame rate was like 15 frames. You can't play it. You can't play it. Like, what do you want me to do? You know? So it's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things that I don't know what to tell you. Sega Soccer Slam is a sports game. However, it is one of the only sports games we have fully beaten on the channel that was actually quite good. And it was a soccer game. Sega Soccer Slam, you know what? You get the high honor of being in good. Sega Soccer, good game. You know? Power Rangers Dino Thunder, we 100%ed this game. People that didn't know that. 1, the only Power Rangers game on GameCube. 2, we 100%ed it. 3, it's a good game. Good game. It's good. It's good. It's a good game. Cubics, loved it. Cubics can go in. Oh, I kind of want to put Cubics up here because it's like a monster catcher. It's kind of fun. I kind of want to put Cubics higher up. I guess it can. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to look crazy for this, but we're putting Cubics in amazing. Thought that game was phenomenal. Open season, I was really depressed when I was playing this game. Like, really, really depressed. I don't really remember this game that well because it was just, I was in a bad place. I do remember, though, that we beat the whole game without upgrading any of our skills because I didn't realize you could upgrade your skills. So, like, the final boss was really hard for a kid's game. Come to find out, because we didn't level up anything. So, I can't really blame the game for that because I was just stupid. You can go in the bottom of good. I think that's fine. Flushed away. Going good. It was licensed tie-in game. It was fun, controlled well. Good graphics. It was just fine. Shark Tale was the opposite of that. Shark Tale was real bad. Real bad. Real stinker. Not good. Controlled horribly, looked bad. The missions were incoherent. Just wasn't fun. Was not enjoyable. Just getting rid of that. Narnia, my buddy Blue would kill me if I rated this game bad. It is a level-based adventure game made by the people that made Lego Star Wars and Batman. And it really feels like Lego Star Wars 1 and 2, but they just put the Narnia characters in it for some reason. It's really weird. I mean, Shiver, God, Rep, I'm gonna kill you. I guess it can probably go there, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. Winnie the Pooh was really good. I don't know if any of you remember me playing this game. 100%. This is one of the few games. Oh, whoops. This is one of the few games I not only played, but also 100%ed, like, without, you know, it being redeemed for me to 100%. Like, it was just a really fun game. It's for literal babies, but it wasn't bad. Like, it was actually quite well thought out. We'll put it in the bottom of great, I think is fine. Blowout, going into Blowout, I thought it was going to be awful. It looked so bad. Then I played it and I was like, man, this is just worse Metroid. Which is true. It is still. It is still worse Metroid. And Metroid's a goated game. And because it's only worse Metroid, it's actually really good. I'd call it a great game. I would, in fact, I think I'd way rather play this than Sonic Adventure, I'm going to be honest. More than Buffy as well. I think we're putting Blowout there. Yeah, Blowout was great. Big fan of Blowout. Never want to play Big Mother Truckers again. It was better than these games. It's better than Cabela's. Was it? I had Taco Bell today. That's a big mood. Was Big Mother Truckers better than Robots and 007? Yeah. I mean, it was fun. Like, I don't know. Yeah, we can put it between those two. I think that's a fine spot. It was fine. It was fine. You trucked. You were, you were big mother trucking. I don't got much else to say about it. NCAA is going NCAA football. I don't know if you guys are ready for this. I almost actually put it up here, but it's going to stay in the sports category. Top of sports. Sole reason that I consider this the best sports game I've played, because you can have mascots play against each other instead of real football players. You can just have the mascots play football. And that's amazing. Just saying. It's peak. Absolute cinema. Amazing Island. You would think would go in amazing. And you're goddamn right, it's going in amazing. You're goddamn right it is. Great game. Super fun. Wacky spore before spore. Really dumb game. Great. Phenomenal. We'll get another goated game out of the way. TTYD. I mean, TTYD is one of the few games I've given a 10 out of 10 to in my life. It was one of the greatest games I've ever played. I am so glad that not only did I play through it and beat it for the first time on this channel, but I also 100%ed it. And the whole time was fun. Every step of the way, it was perfect. It's a great game. A game I want to go back to, because I didn't do everything in this game. We beat it and got to the credits, but we never did everything in it. And I've thought about going back to it. Was Star Wars Rebels Strike. It was actually fun, and I did really enjoy it because it was the time era of good Star Wars games when Lucas Games was still making video games. It was really fun. And I've thought about going back to it. I haven't. But I want to at some point. And I think pulls, we could double points depending on the outcome. Yeah, it's definitely something I've thought about doing. I do want to do more polls and stuff and gambling for the channel. I mean, misery pays the bills. You know how it is. We can we'll put this here. Hey, that's fine there. Rainbow Six was a really good attempt at a tactical shooter in a time where hardware was getting its limits pushed. I think the only reason Rainbow Six 3 wasn't better than it was because of hardware limitations. Because I think the game was really good. The AI was really smart for this, early 2000s game. And I think because of that, I'm putting it at the bottom of great. It was a really well thought out game. It was really well done. Grab Pokemon while we're here. Get that all the way up there. I mean, it's always hard. Twilight Princess and XD Gale is a hard It's a hard one for me to decide between, but I think XD Gale pulls out. Put this game fucking sucked. Put that there. Game sucks. Don't even want to talk about it. Super Bubble Pop was another really fun puzzle game. It was not as good as Zoo Cube. Zoo Cube was better by far. It was still good though, because the music was really good on Super Bubble Pop. But the gameplay was, the actual puzzle element was awful. It was just the music was nice. Because of that, I'll put it there. I think that's fine. I think Pigman 1 and Shadow are doing a very good job at like gatekeeping good right now. Like I think it, because I was gonna put Bubble Pop higher, but Bubble Pop is arguably worse than these two. I think these guys are doing a great job holding down the fort. I think good and great are a little loose. Like I feel like these are a bit more meshed. But I think Pigman 2 is doing a great job holding like amazing at the door. But I think good and great are kind of meshed together a bit. Yeah, fine. We'll put Pigman 1 at the bottom of good. Fine. That way they're gatekeeping these two together. Sims 1 on console was miserably bad. Like on PC it was good, but it was so bad on console. I mean, it was just, it's got to go down there. It was so bad. Like, and it's no fault to it, like Sims, but it's just one of those games that like, don't put it on a console. Sims is not a console game. It's not. Like, at least early on, it wasn't. Like, it still doesn't... The idea of playing Sims on a console is just... feels wrong. Like, it just doesn't... It doesn't make sense. Because it just doesn't... Any game, it's like same with like city builders and like Civilization or any micromanagement game where a cursor is so obviously the intended use. Putting it on console feels bad. Because you have so many things you need to do, and there's not using a joystick to move around compared to a mouse. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't, it feels bad. Put these Maddens here. NASCAR, you fucking suck. You go there. Need for Speed 2 is an interesting one because one, the game was fine, but was also the time I was playing Need for Speed 2 when I got the phone call that my grandfather died, which is, it's because of that, it holds a weird spot in my heart because it was like a moment when my life changed. But no. Put it there. Yeah, no, I think that's fine. That's a fine spot for it. I'm fine with that. DBZ Sagas. It's actually really. I had a lot of fun with DBZ Sagas just because of how inherently broken it is. That it wants you to do combos to attack the enemy, but if you don't finish any combo, you can chain an unfinished combo into a new combo infinitely. So the enemy can't break away, and it's really funny. And because of that, we're absolutely putting in great because it's really goofy. We're gonna put it there. And you can play as Broly, which is like a bonus unlock character at the end of the game. So that's cool. Red Faction 2, really fun first-person shooter. If it wasn't for one of my old coworkers that wish still talk to me, I never would have actually found out about this game, and I'm really glad I did because it was actually really good. I really, really enjoyed Red Faction 2. I was a big fan of it. It's absolutely going and amazing. I think it was a phenomenal game. Lord of the Rings, another game that I had no idea going into it. I thought it was going to just be a really lame action game. Did not know it was going to be a turn-based RPG. It was really, really good. I was a big fan of it. I think it's going to go... Yeah, you know what? No, I think it goes in GOATed. It was so good. It was such a good game. I would happily replay the Lord of the Rings game again. I feel like GOATed is getting a bit too big. I guess I've just played a lot of good games, maybe. God, we've played a lot. We've played a lot of sports games. Jesus. Spider-Man 1 was not good. It was just like they didn't really understand how like swinging should be handled yet in a Spider-Man game, and it felt really clunky and bad, and the combat wasn't good. The story was really bad. Put it. It's better than Cabela's. Put it there. Spider-Man 2, however, we'll put Spider-Man 2 in amazing. This game was great. We'll put it right, come on. Yeah, there we go. I think right there's a great spot. Amazing game. Big fan of Spider-Man 2. I really liked it. Spooderman. Top Gun was just a very generic fighter pilot game. It wasn't bad though. Like it played well. It set out what it set out to do. It did it. I don't know if that makes it good though. I feel like it's some. I think it's actually gonna. I think Pikmin. Yeah, I think it goes below Pikmin 1 in good. I think that's fine. Not the NES version. Sarge's War, super fun. I love the Army Men games. Put that up there. Really liked Army Men. Actually, you know what? We're switching. We're putting Dark Summit in amazing. We'll put Sarge's War there. I love Dark Summit. Dark Summit was so good. Loved that game. Super weird twist for a snowboarding game at the end of the game. Big fan. Mario Power Tennis, not great. It can go at the top of good. It's generic. It's fine. I didn't really like it, but I don't like tennis, so I don't think it was really made for me. It was fine. Crash. Oh boy. I feel like I gotta be careful with this one. People get angry. I cannot put it in sports. People will get very angry with me. Fuck, man. I don't know. I didn't like it. I thought it was really bad, but again, I'm not good at platformers, so you put it in meh. Like that feels like a fine spot for it, I guess. I don't know what you want from me. Namco Museum, fucking go next to pinball. It's basically the same thing. I want to look at you. God, remember Italian Job? And the final mission for Italian Job was like, it took me like an hour and a half to do because you have to tail a car through the whole map. And if you ever lose it at all or get too damaged, you have to restart the entire mission. And then the mission before that, you had to race 3 cars in a row. That was like super fast. And if you messed up at all, you'd lose and had to redo it all. This game fucking sucks. But it might also suck because it's a skill issue. Oh fuck, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, that's fine. I think Italian Job can go there since the game itself was awful. I mean, the first half was fine, but once it got harder, it was so hard. And I think that just might be a skill issue problem because I'm bad at video games. So Sphinx, for people that might have been like, Tom, man, I don't really remember you playing this. It didn't stick around for that long. It's a pretty long game. Yes. However, I created a game-ending soft lock that was not found in the final version of the game. And once it was found, it was too late to update because they don't update old games. So I, of course, being one of the lucky people that is just good at breaking video games, soft locked my entire save file so that it was unplayable. So because of that, I wasn't able to finish it. It soft locked the entire save file. I could not progress. Because of that, we weren't able to finish it. I had to give it a bronze medal and just kind of move on. One day I'd like to go back and finish it, but because it was actually kind of fun, but I was like halfway through the game at like 12 hours and it broke, the whole thing broke. So like, I didn't have a choice. I guess, it wasn't bad. It just broke. Yeah, we'll put it, honestly, yeah, we can put it in good. Because it was actually really fun for what we got to play of it. Fucking Beyblade, man. I don't know. This game was like an hour and a half long. No, I'm not putting it in sports tier. It was still a good game. It just had a game fatal bug, back in the day, you couldn't update video games, so if something broke, it broke. That's just how it was. Yeah, just go next. Go with your friend Italian Joe. No, go there. You were an hour and a half long. I don't know what you want from me. First Medal of Honor. You had health regens. That was pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, no, that works. That's fine. You can go there. I'm fine with that. Ed, Edd n Eddy, another action adventure game that was really, really fun that I actually 100%ed just the first time playing through because I was like, man, this game's really fun. I was a big fan of it. Does it? It doesn't go in amazing though because didn't like change my life. It definitely goes in great. Where in great? I think there is fine because I'd rather play Ed, Edd n Eddy over Sonic and Buffy. But I'd probably rather play Blowout and DBZ and Army Men over Ed, Edd n Eddy. So I think that feels fine. What do we want to... Super Slam. God, this game wasn't really good either. It was just a really mediocre fighting game. Fucking... Is it better than Smash and Crash? No. Was it better than Cabela's? There's been a big chunk between robots and Cabela's recently. Yeah, it was better than Cabela's. I think there is fine. I think we'll put it there. Creature from the Krusty Krab goes up in amazing, but where in amazing? Is at the top of amazing? Maybe? Yeah. Yeah, no, they can go to the top of amazing. That game's peak. Hunter the Reckoning, was it a top-down or like a... I think it was a top-down, wasn't it? I think? What did Hunter the Hold on. Hunter the Reckoning. Oh, no, it was like a zoomed out camera third person. That's right. Yeah. Now I remember. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I think Hunter the Reckoning was fine. Was it M rated or T? Probably should have been M. Should have been M, was probably T, if I had to guess. Shut up. We'll talk about game 93 in a second. I don't know. Yeah, no, Hunter the Reckoning can go there. That's fine. I could be swayed to put it elsewhere, but I think it's fine for Hunter the Reckoning. I think I think we move. I think Hit and Run is getting. I don't know if I put Hit and Run in goated before, but I think it needs to get moved down. Now that I've had more time to think about Hit and Run. Who am I kidding? It's going back up and goated. The game's so good. It's so good. No. No. This is a hard one because inherently it is good, but there's a lot wrong with it too, but that kind of gives it its charm. I don't know. It's gotta go and yeah, it's gotta go. It's so I love playing Hit and Run. I gotta give him to it. Marty Party 7 while we're here. That goes at the top of GOATed. Still my favorite GameCube game of all time. Still maybe one of my favorite games of all time, honestly. I just a love letter to gaming. I love Mario Party 7 so much. One of, if not the greatest games I own. So good. Just kind of thinking about it. There's a lot of games on here. It's a lot to digest, you know? It's a lot to think about. Jimmy Neutron. This game was inherently flawed. Looking at it, I remember playing it again, and it was very different. Looking at it through nostalgic glasses or rose-tinted glasses, and then replaying it actually really changed my viewpoint on like what I think of Jimmy Neutron. And because of that, you true rep, true. Put it there. I think that's probably fine. What did I just get a buzz for? Sometimes you just yap, you know that, Rep? Mystic Heroes was a weird samurai warrior game that existed. The boss fights were really buggy, but the rest of the game was kind of good. You can go right there. Now that I think about it, maybe, oh God, yeah, no, it's fine. I'm not ready to talk about Star Fox Adventures yet. We'll get there in a second. Does this anger people if I put Naruto in meh? Because I thought it was a shitty fighting game. But I also don't really like fighting games. Are we going to put it between Cabela's and robots again? Are we adding to the bulk of between Cabela's and robots where I've just been dumping things? We'll put it up here. Why is Pinball and Namco so high? You need to be moved. You need to be moved down. You go there. Coast Recon 2. It's like Rainbow Six 3, but worse because the AI wasn't as smart, so giving orders was a bit clunky. But it was still good. Yeah, we can put it there. It's fine. Codename Kids Next Store. I mean, it's just like flushed away in open season. But again, like a lot of these licensed tie-in games of the early 2000s all did the same thing, and they were the same game with like the same collectibles and everything, but just different IPs. Like Codename Kids Next Door and Jimmy Neutron, if you told me it was made by the same people and like, or the same dev team, like I'd believe you, because they feel the same. It was better handled though. I'll give it that. The boss fights were cool. Animal Crossing, ooh. This one's hard because it's in GOATed, obviously, but TTYD is not going to the top. I'm sorry. I love TTYD, and I think GOATed is kind of like, the problem with GOATed is any one of these games, like I would, think are just honest. Hold on. You know what? Hidden Run needs to go in Amazing. Because now, and you know what? So does Lord of the Rings. No, Lord of the Rings can stay. Just because, like, GOATed, when I think about it, I need to be able to move any one of these games into any position and still be okay with that fact. And I don't think I can do that with Hit and Run. I can do it with all of these, but can I do it with Lord of the Rings? Yeah. It was really good, but you're right. It's hard because it's like right on the... Yeah, it goes in Amazing, I think. Like, it was really good, but I think it did have some flaws. You're right. Like, the leveling system was really weird. Like, you had to use certain moves a certain number of times to unlock the next move in that skill tree, which felt really bad. So I feel like, yeah, I think it's fine at the top of Amazing. I think that's fine. I think I feel more comfortable now slotting Animal Crossing probably there. I feel like putting Animal Crossing in the middle of GOATed is a fair assessment. I think that's a fair spot for it. Okay. I've been staring at this game. For the past hour and a half. Star Fox Adventures. I don't know how to talk about this game. Because on one hand, it is a phenomenal game. The story's interesting. The world is cool. The character designs are fun. The weapons are cool. Like, it has so much going for it that is really well thought out. And you then look at the other half where it's like the movement is clunky, where to go makes zero sense sometimes. The bosses are annoying and like unfun. There's mechanics that are just awful. Tricky exists. Like, Tricky is the stupid dinosaur that follows you is awful. Like, and then it's like the scarab currency is like only used in the first quarter of the game. Like, once you buy all the maps, there's no like more really upgrades to buy. You don't do anything with half the upgrades. And it feels like such a wasted potential to be able to buy more upgrades or more different types of weapons, or like be able to get your blaster back, or your like a jetpack, or kicking boots or anything, because you just have the staff. And I felt like it wanted to do more, but it was really empty in a lot of ways. I'll have to look that up off stream, because I mean, that's the problem. Is like it has a formula to be amazing, to be goated, to be just a phenomenal game. But so many key points in the foundation of the game were left barren, and it caused the game to crack. And I don't know how to judge a game like this, because it is so inherently flawed in so many ways, yet so beloved in others. And because of this game, I've been thinking about how to make this tier list for the past like week, of like, how do I rate this game? I want to put it in great. I do. But I don't know. Oh my Lord, hold on. Bot interrupting me in one of the most important moments here. Go away. Get out of here. And where did it go? What did I just do with it? Where did it go? It escaped my vision. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think it would be a disservice to put it in good. And I think because of that, at minimum, I think it belongs in great. It has a lot that is not good. And you're right. Saga is a example of a very flawed game that is also in great, that could have this same conversation to be said about it. And I think because I don't want to be hypocritical, I think, regardless of my feelings towards the final boss of Sonic Adventures, I think it belongs in great. And now we come to the part of the video where you might have realized, oh, did I say Sonic Adventures? I meant Dragon Ball Sagas. Whoops. My bad. We come to the part of the video where you might have realized this says 99 files. Now, the reason for that is because I miscounted. We never did a game 93. We went from 92 to 94. And no one noticed, including myself. Game 93 is absent. So because of that, the next game we now do, we're not doing Star Fox Assault. We're saving that. The next game we're going to do is not Game 101 or Luigi's Mansion 100%. We're going to do Game 93 and then 101. Is this tier list then missing a game? Technically, yes. Is it the end of the world? No. We'll get back. the game will get added in on tier lists for game 1 to 125. It is what it is. I promise you this will probably happen again in the next like 6 years we're doing this. So, you know, Melee? No, we gotta save Melee for something special. But here's the list. This is going to be posted up on my Discord. So for anyone on YouTube, you know, make sure you know that we have a Discord. We have, obviously, if you're on YouTube, you know, we have a YouTube. We do this all on Twitch. We have a Discord. I love talking to people. Would love to see more people in the Discord. Always looking for people to talk to about games or just GameCube stuff or Nintendo or, you know, whatever. And it's crazy to think we've been doing this now. This October, so it's January now. It's been about it's not quite 2.5 months, or not quite 2.5 years, maybe 2 years and a couple months. I wanted to rant about Star Fox Adventures, but I've simmered down on the fact that just because the final boss fight was inherently flawed doesn't mean the rest of the game was, and I don't want to judge a game on one aspect. Like, I think all the boss fights were really abysmal in Star Fox Adventures, but I don't think it's fair to judge the entirety of the game on the boss fights. So, you know. It's been a crazy 2.5 years, 2 years, 3 months, 2 years, 5 months, 4 months, whatever. I'm gonna say 2.5 years, maybe. No, it's fine. Anyways, it's been a crazy about two and some years we've been doing this, and I never really thought we would get to this point. I've had a couple points in these 2 years that I've really thought about, is this worth doing? Do I have the guile and perseverance to do this? And some days I don't think I do. And sometimes I really deeply question, can I do this? And then I remember there are people waiting for me to post this stuff. And the people that are out there, you know, watching, you're the reason I can still do this. You know, if it was just me doing this and nobody cared, I don't think I could do it. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you to everyone that has been here and helped me create this channel. And I look forward to many more years of this, and hopefully we make a bigger community and, you know, add some more friends. We'll have to see. But for now, this was what I wanted to accomplish today for YouTube, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will have this posted in my Discord channel if anyone wants access to it. I plan on posting this to the GameCube subreddit. And yeah, I thank everyone for being here, and I'm glad people found it interesting. We're going to download this. Oh, also, I plan on building a mission statement for what I'm doing, because I kind of realize some people that join or, you know, ask me, not everyone knows why I'm doing this or what I'm doing. So I think it's important to kind of add a bit of info, since I think some things are missing. So, you know, I think it's important to tell people what I'm doing. But chat, I love you all so much. YouTube, I love you guys just as much. thanks for making this all possible. I'll be back tomorrow with probably game 93. If not, we might just do some more just like off-camera Animal Crossing, and or maybe we'll start some Luigi's Mansion. Maybe I want to do some Luigi's Mansion. I don't know. We'll have to see. But everyone has a good night. I would have made this long. Yeah, well, Twitch, we'll be right back. YouTube, I'm ending it here, but Twitch, we'll check in on Animal Crossing for like a half an hour. But YouTube, I love you.